All systems nominal. Howdy, howdy, Roosh. Hello, Slug X. Hello, DDG. Welcome, welcome. Oh, it's always going to be bad intel. Are you kidding? Beep. Hello, Codal. But how are the lads doing today? I'm sorry, I'm a little slow in the moment, but I am on my feet, so show goes on. 65. Starting to put on the numbers. Oh god. That's too much do, my dude. I'll go fucking nutty. That's too much power, man. I can't handle it. Man, I'm personally like a lemon lime fan, so things like 7-Up, Sierra Mist, that kind of stuff. But I also haven't had a, soda for quite a while. Good advice, any shot not taken is a miss. Just make sure it's always worth the heat. And here we are. Ah, yes. The Directorate is casually selling a fucking Gauss rifle. And Gauss rifle fire controls. You know what? I'm willing to buy for my enemy.
Available. New equipment available. New equipment available.
Get some variable ammunitions.
New equipment available.
Get another webs.
New equipment available.
Hello there, mechanic. Casually casting spells.
New equipment available.
By the way, you can always bribe the pirates as it turns out. The problem with that is that the pirates want 16,500. But the problem is to work for the pirates, max skull contact track difficulty. Half. Needless to say, unless I'm willing to drop more money than God, I will never work for pirates again. Which is fine. I don't do that anyway. remind me, who am I doing things for here? Right, local government directorate. Well, shall we get to work? Start trimming it up a bit. Get our tanky out there. Let's say... Actually, said Mad Dog was fine. You were in the longbow. Need to figure out what to do with some of these people. Recovery implies we're going to be going fast. If you're starting to get used to the Jaeger, get in the Jaeger. That'll do. What madness lies before us, and see if we can't find some fun along the way. I've lost track of how many layers of betrayal this represents. Is this a quintuple cross? This must be some scientist. No, it's just a Comstar agent. Because anyone who discovers anything good in the Battletech gets murked. Or they get recruited. Yo, Kirchan. Streamer is alive.
Command interface initiated.
Riboneski Light Force Facility. That's mercenaries. I'm reminded of Iridani Light Force, but it's probably significantly less cool than they are.
Receiving you.
Hello there, Phasmerga. How do, and do.
Yes, Commander.
I forgot that I hot-rodded the hell out of that Black Knight. It's gotten, like, no action for a
On the
while.
move, full speed.
Capellans with bad
How's it going?
intelligence say it isn't so.
Let's go. Good to go. Roger that.
Oh. Well, thank God your Arrow 4s are both broken. It's not just one of them, it's both of them.
Failed to connect.
The long tom I don't appreciate,
Yep.
though.
Confirmed.
That is 2 sources of artillery, might I add.
Standing by. Aye. Receiving you. No shooting, just running. Got it.
Get him, Tanky.
Roger.
Good hits for effect. Ew.
They will be done.
On the move, full speed.
It's a weird balancing point, but actually kind of a good one.
Firing all weapons.
Like, early in the game, artillery just does not hurt you. Ever. But the more forces that you
Standing by.
have, and the heavier they are, eventually it just gets to a point of, oh yeah, you're gonna
Full
get hit
speed,
by
no
artillery, and
target.
there's almost jack all you can do about it. Hey, another Vafulgur. I want him dead.
On it.
I actually have a Verfolger that's kind of just living in my hangar right now. It's a little bit of a hangar queen. I wouldn't say it's a full-on hangar queen. I just haven't found the right person to ride that thing. Yikes! That's an Ultra.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Enforcer 3.
Ready for orders. Got it.
But Verfolgers are pretty cool. Brazen like a star.
Commander?
Can I get out of the blast zone? Not entirely. I get most of the way there, which will have to be good enough. Phoenix Hawk.
Firing on target.
That's a kill.
Hostile eliminated.
Yes, boss? Understood. Moving fast.
Even if it's raining, I still want to take off some of the lasers. Because the Novas just fire everything and die. But I still love him so much.
Damage is minor, Commander. Yes, Commander. Moving out.
Dumping ammunition.
Affirmative.
I live to serve.
Going full throttle.
I do like the fact that that Mad Dog has just been redesigned as a heavy striker. 2 large pulse lasers and a LRM 30 pack with plenty of ammunition to stay in the fight. Good shit. Hey, Rakshasa. He's cute.
Losing lots of armor.
Yeah?
Now we gotta get up that hill as quickly as possible because
Got
we
it.
are
No
absolutely
shooting, just
getting
running.
torn to bits.
Okay, I'm on it. That
No,
one's
you.
gone.
Not much armor left in that location.
Damage minimal.
Oh, that's an archer.
I'm showing minor damage.
Orders?
Can I put counter battery fire on him? I can. They really are. Ah, yes. The entire block is now on fire. Eat shit, nerd.
Mess him up good.
Yes, Commander. On my way. Double time.
We are starting to equal out on the height advantage.
Engaging target.
Though to be fair, if you're getting directly hit with a long Tom Inferno shell, you're basically being hit with a 120mm gun that's nothing but napalm. Oh, fuck off. Okay, that's a problem.
Standing by.
Something is open when it shouldn't be. Little risky, but I think we'll be okay.
Got it.
Some AC-20s can be that big. The big oh, hello. Oh, shit. That's not good.
Awaiting orders. Copy that. Rear armor in. Tango down.
Gotcha. Well, again, it's somewhat debatable on how big the AC-20 shells are, because the classification of autocannon 20 or... Holy shit! What's with all the fucking DFA?
I'm hit. Oh, I'm hit.
God, he's lucky that he hasn't had his head chopped.
Standing by. Commander.
Sorry, to the point. The classification of autocannons in BattleTech is actually how much damage they put out in a single turn, in a single 10-second span. In BattleTech, it's how is if they manage to hit that damage number.
I'm ready.
So an autocannon 20 in the BattleTech universe needs to be able to do effectively 20 points
On
of
my way.
armor damage
Double time.
within the span of 10 seconds to be classified as an autocannon 20.
Hostile removed.
I think the biggest recorded autocannon for
What's up, boss?
BattleTech is a 320 or a 360, which is, yeah. But as long... The games don't show it, but in Esoterica, flat out, you can have autocannons that are rapid fire.
Target locked. It's go time.
For tabletop purposes or gameplay purposes,
Failed to connect.
the autocannon will only do that much damage once. So an AC-2 is... An AC-2 will only need to do 2 points of damage over the span of 10 seconds. An AC-5 only needs to do 5 damage in the span of 10 seconds, so on, so on. But how they do it can either be like a single shot cannon or rapid fire shells.
Roger.
At the end of the day, as it keeps the logistics down, it's not too detailed on how it does it. You
I'm
just need to
taking
be
the
able
shot.
to do it. Yeah, I think the biggest AC-20 is roughly 320 to 360. I'm gonna check that while they're taking their turns.
they think they can hurt me?
Yeah, the smallest autocannons are 25. The biggest is 203. As an example of rating system, the Crusher Super Heavy Cannon was a 150mm weapon firing a 10-round cassette in a 10-second period, while the Chemjet gun was a 185mm weapon firing a 4-round cassette in the same period. As both weapons were capable of firing 200 kilograms of ammunition in a 10-second period at an effective range of under 300 meters, they were both classified as AC-20s. They flat up have a
Yes,
long
Commander.
tom cannon. Holy shit.
Ready for orders. Confirmed. Firing.
Hot damn. Let's do this.
Now that being
Waiting
said
for
about
orders.
autocannons, it's still a big fucking gun, and that is flat up just an artillery piece, yep. With 95 tons, that is flat up
Got
just
it.
a long tom.
Standing by.
We are going to do what we can to avoid the blast, but we
Here we
are
go.
going to likely take a blast here. Yeah, for once, they actually placed it really well. The fact that it's going on a 4 means I can only dodge so well. Ow.
Let's do this.
Orders?
Ooh,
Heading
backplate.
out. Full speed.
How thin's your back?
Firing on rear arc. Only farther pom-pom.
And that's why the
Damn,
Rakshasa
stay
has
now.
problems. It's one ammo
to
detonation
go.
from getting mulched.
Good to go. Locking on target. Reporting critical hit. Receiving you. Roger that. No shooting, just running. On it.
You were saying about the Inferno round.
Damage. Holding firm.
I'm here.
Shit.
Acknowledged. Let's hit him hard. Mech destroyed.
Commander.
Why is the hit odds always so bad here? Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Solid connection, that one.
Standing by. Heading out. On it.
Oh, he cased that.
Reporting. Critical hit.
It's a Puma.
Show. Commander.
One would hope that the SLDF tanks are good.
Reporting. Critical hit. What's up, boss? Affirmative. Firing at enemy six.
2 engine crits.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Aye, aye. On my way.
Unfortunately, the particularly spicy thing on him already exploded, so it's just a case of drilling him.
Waiting for orders.
Drill him. Get him.
Targeting for an output. Oh, hell yeah.
There might be a long tom cannon in it.
Destroyed. Waiting for orders. Yes, Commander. Oh yeah, it's on.
It's not a bad start to the day.
Man,
The asset is in hand, Commander.
Nice little warm-up. But yeah, no, the Puma's a solid SLDF tank. Still a refuge from the good old days of the 331st when we were bouncing with them. Oh no, I lost reputation with the mercenary lands and gained it with the planetary government. Oh no. Archer pieces, please. Oh, right, I need to get the cannon. 300 damage on this fucking thing. Jesus. Also, it was packing 8 tons of long tom ammo and 3 tons of Inferno. And 2 tons of seismic charge. Pack it in. It only gave us the seismic charge. Fucking government. Me and my homies hate the government. To be fair, it's also really hard to use it correctly. Long tom shells ain't exactly easy to use. Steiner's Scout Lance? Oh good, I hope one of them has a 400 core. Arms are a little mangled, but we can get a new person in there for the time being. I like to fire just to hear my ears ring. Today that I shall eat some pills that I found on the floor. Just wanna drop some. Oh yeah, I got a stone rhino. No, dude, I got something worse. First of all, here's the stone rhino. He's a good boy. Two Gauss, too large. Two LRM-15s, pretty well balanced, has AMS. No. Take a look at this piece of shit. So this thing is a special variant of the Ironclad that's 150 fucking tons. It is literally so hardwired the Moyamor bundles are visible. Not only that, in its base configuration, 2 howitzer 12s, and it comes with more chem lasers than God. That are also insulated. It also had an ice engine. I've just replaced the majority of its problems with, well, it's not got a Nova amount of lasers, it's got like 4. That's not unreasonable for a heavy model of mech to be using. But yeah, no, heavy plating, 300 armor, easy to maintain. Has no 15 quirk for some reason, but who gives a fuck? This thing is meant to stand in the back and dump more ammunition than God. I've also used every fucking slot on this thing. Hey there, Stingray. It has a good stability threshold, yeah. Also, actually, holy shit, it's been a long time since we've seen you there, Stingray. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, it's really fucking silly, because with easy to refit, this thing is basically an Omni in terms of redesign. It's where the support slots are, and I'll be honest, if this thing is ever getting into melee or kicking things, something is wrong. This thing will never see melee. I'm not as concerned with its ability to kick people. True, but consider the following. Also, hello there, Sierra Echo. How bad are you mangled? You're not that mangled. Minor damage to the arms, but that's not that bad. Also, for folks who want to join the Force, now is a good time to do so.
power is still out.
Well, whoosh-de whoosh. May you be restored power by all the goodwill and by all that we may muster. May you be restored your power. Understandable, man. Well, again, here's hoping that it flips soon. And yeah, Steiner Scoutlands is both very funny and very bad. When they come a knockin', the silliness happens. We went up against a Long Tom. That was a particularly spicy start. In theory, yes, but any Steiner player is going to tell you no, they don't have lights.
This looks like a nice place to settle down, raise some kids.
That is an artillery-based fucking, thumper. Hunchy. What the hell? What's with all the artillery?
Watch my stick! Nothing I can't handle.
The Commando is a fantastic light. Oh, fuck off.
Orders? Let's do this.
Well, let's get rid of the oh god my backplate problem as quickly as possible.
No shooting, just running.
And you in burning terrain, so you don't get to fire anything really substantial this round. So you know what? Skip your turn.
Orders?
You're running too spicy.
Roger. Engaging with target. Reporting major armor loss.
Yes, Commander.
Bushy is about 55 ton. That sounds about right.
We'll go.
Though, as far as I'm aware of, that's more of a FedCom design, so you could blame the Davians for that one.
Firing on target. Yes, Commander.
Because unlike our contemporaries in Steiner space, we know how to balance our goddamn mechs. But no, I would welcome the Scoutlands, my dude. Because that means I can get some
What's up,
big
boss?
engines for once. I have been
Up high.
thirsty as fuck for actually getting a good to getting a 400 engine.
Target confirmed.
I think my tag hit. Yes, it did.
Orders? I'll race ya.
I don't think it was made specifically for Operation Bulldog, though that was a consideration that it was
Firing
used.
on target.
It was actually designed before the clans made. Yeah, the design was before the
Ready for
clans. They just never managed to get the design right until they ran into the Mad Dog or the Vulture.
Receiving you. On it. Confirmed. Targets take.
Yeah, well, it's not our fault that when all
What do
their
you need?
stuff... What the fuck? Okay, you're not joining the fight for like a year.
Let's move.
What in the fuck is that spawn?
Systems holding. Ready for orders. Affirmative. Locked on.
And he's down.
One less turret.
That's a lot less DACA happening. Though I don't like that. I mean, I do, but I don't. That's scary.
Light damage, Commander.
Yep.
Okay, so you have a unique role in outflanking.
Got it. No shooting, just running.
Because I've built my Centurion similar to a D3D model. No rack, but go fast.
Commander? Taking the top.
Yikes. But that's what Fennec does.
Receiving you.
He's still affected by burning. Of course.
I'm still reading enemy contacts, Commander. You need to secure the area before you can proceed.
Burn it a little hot. Just, you got his back, like, burn it. 15 heat sinks
Inflicted some
destroyed.
heavy damage.
Good stuff.
What's up, boss?
I know it typically double counts it, but that's still a case of, feels good, man.
Copy that. Copy that. That hit something good. I await your command. Rolling.
Are you still ammoed? You are not ammoed. Three times 15 is... Are you XL'd? You are not XL'd. That's up to 45 damage. You'll survive this.
Target confirmed. That's a kill.
That's a full archer we get to take off the field.
Yes, Commander.
Not that we will, mind you. I just took an archer off the field. But it's still nice.
Affirmative. Commander. Affirmative.
I mean, Bushwhacker good.
Roll for that. I'm starting to cook.
Slight
Let's move.
slip, go whoosh.
Attacking from position. Target destroyed. Ah, damn. Let's do this.
Yeah?
The Bushwhacker is a weird situation of transitory technologies.
Copy that.
With the right loadout, the Bushwhacker is scary. Having narrow low profile is always a consideration as well.
Aye, aye. Ugh.
Yes, Commander. Locked on target.
I'm legit surprised it
I
didn't just
copy.
get pulled. I mean, it's the
Waiting
Mech
for orders.
4, it's the Mech 4, Bushy.
On my way.
Mech 4 was not exactly a high-intensity graphical game, but for the time, it was
Hell
fucking
yeah.
useful.
Farewell.
Not coming along. I think you would know if we lost the Quasar.
Got something you want done?
And yes, I know it's Quasar, but I will never let that joke die at this point.
Roger that. Yes, Commander. Target up close.
Waiting for orders. Orders. Roll to that.
Standing by. Take that.
Let's hit him hard.
Nah, Crusaders honestly run a little lean.
Damage is minor, Commander. Commander? No shooting, just running.
Dual Ultra 10 turret. Don't like that one.
What do you need? bugging out. Mess him up. Mess him up good.
Well, the problem is a
by.
well-entrenched turret is a fucking nightmare. Sure, they're easy to hit,
Here we go.
but you don't want to assault them.
Target locked.
Come on, people, let's make it happen.
Target eliminated.
Waiting for orders. On my way. Double time.
Waiting for orders. No shooting, just running.
Standing by. Hauling ass.
Receiving you. Hauling ass. Yes, Commander. On the move.
Are you still on fire? Kind of.
Receiving you.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Urban Mech! That has an Ultra? Or is that a 5? That screams Ultra to me. Yep, Ultra 10. I mean, if it ever gets to dump its payload of insanity, that's very bad. Just flat out, not good.
Yeah?
Waiting for orders.
I mean, it's an upgraded Irby. Ultra 10's kind of become in fashion.
Copy that.
Remember that not every mech design was made with a good idea.
Yep. Going full
A
throttle.
lot of, say, mechs are built with XL engines because XL engines were the style at the time.
Show me your war face.
Oh, I misread that. I am a fucking goon. Don't mind me. Except that was a great idea, though.
Awaiting orders.
It's a fantastic way of, you know, escalating a local conflict into a theater-wide one.
Good to go. Taking the shot.
Yes, Commander.
It even has the sufficient amount to
order.
fuck with your cousin energy, which is necessary for something like that.
Firing all weapons. Once more under the breach, dear friend.
Commander.
What's up, boss? Roger, full speed. Firing. Orders.
Well, considering the Irby is supposed to be an ambush predator,
Engage.
ready for orders. No retreat. Standing by. Aye, aye. Engaging with fire.
An MRM-40 is,
Mech destroyed.
yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah, you can fit 2 MRMs on a mech. We've done that. It's called the Evan Jaguar. Okay, we fit 2 30s on it. But still...
Confirmed.
For weight to tonnage, it's pretty fine.
I'm showing minor damage.
I don't have
What do
the
you
Tin
need?
Fist for this occasion. I don't know how they cooked theirs, though.
Ah. Badass.
Got it. Well, I don't
Yes,
know
Commander.
how they cooked theirs. So that is a I would not happen to know. But I'll take their word that it's something you don't want to fuck with.
Got a lock.
Commander. Heading out.
I mean, if you're gonna use a MRM, you might as well follow it. Just kind of the principle of the matter, really.
Critical hit, Commander.
Standing by. Double time. Let's go. It's go time. Acknowledged. I'm your spaniel. Acknowledged.
That's running a bit hot for
Roger
some
that.
fine.
Alright, folks, let's get this done. This just in.
Commander, I'm reporting a slow roasting pilot here. Thank you.
Actually, that's the first time I've ever heard that line. That's actually funny.
Double time. Let's go. Acknowledged. Mech warriors, show them what you've got.
I like that little bit of soft sarcasm. That's a great little bit of soft sarcasm.
Commander. Onward! No retreat!
Receiving you.
I don't really have a specific here. Just jump on the urban.
Give him everything you've got.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Yeah? Heading out. Targeting for physical
Blackjack
attack.
is a great little mech, but unfortunately, it's a basic model, and I have advanced tech. You're about to have a terrible time.
Scored a critical hit.
Receiving you. Copy that.
My mech is faster than
Got it.
yours.
Critical hit, Commander.
My mech is
Commander?
stronger than yours.
Moving to position.
Roger that.
And my government is infinitely more fascist than yours.
Standing by.
What hope do you have of
Roger
defeating
that.
me?
No shooting, just running. Here we go. Target's taken a critical hit.
Receiving you. Locking in coordinates. Locking on target. Hot damn. Let's do this. That's a kill.
There is nothing left of that urban. I stripped it to pieces.
I'm ready. Got it, Commander. Firing on target. Reporting enemy battle mech down.
Mission successful.
Consider the following. Stringstorm is good, even if he did get into a bit of wackiness. Also, thank you, Collateral, being a nice bucket of money. I'll take the improved binaries, honestly, because it's been an age since we've seen those. The Thumper Cannon I can flip. Nah, I'll take the Archer pieces. Improved large binaries are rare enough that I'm willing to take them over mech pieces. And they gave us 4 pieces of Archer anyway, so I might be able to kit bash 2 of them together. Hell yeah. It's funny because Steiners as a individual people are actually rather cowardly and, yeah, like, those guys actually suffer from, in the book that's released by, you know, the developers of A Time of War, they typically suffer from things such as, combat paralysis, and they universally generally have, I forget what the opposite of tough is in that book. But generally, they're actually pretty Thank you, Glassjaw. But on the other hand, their mech choices are all pretty goddamn great. Yeah, like... You think that the faction that has the really tough mechs would be tough as nails? No, they've got Will Neg 50, Edge Neg 50. Yeah, if you're born in the Lyran Alliance is, yeah. You're blessed better. Equipped 100 means that on average, the average Lyran has, like... So what Equipped does is that it gives you gun licenses. So, typically the average Lyran is armed with better shit than his contemporaries. And that's before he goes into a career. If he works for the police or a secret agency, yeah, I just casually have SLDF tech. Fuck you, I'm licensed to carry it. Extra income 50, wealth 100. Okay, they either get combat paralysis or glass jaw. They don't have both, thank God. Lyrans have negotiation and appraisal.
Command interface initiated.
Double AC
Standing by.
turret, a double rack 10 turret, that's still fucking nasty.
I copy.
Bounce into combat. When you have the industry to print out more assault mechs than God... Well, yeah, that's because the Duchy of Enderin is all about...
Orders?
Yep.
I'm not gonna call them terrorists, just seditionists. Also, that's cute, a fucking vedette.
Confirmed.
It's less that you're good at fighting, it's that anyone who didn't survive was bad at it.
Gotcha.
Donegal is fucking hilarious. Will, 50, which balances out their will penalty. Compulsion, greedy, 75.
I'm ready.
They are almost a full trait point into being... What a compulsion is basically, it's as described. These guys, if they're ever confronted with a situation where they can make all of the money, they have to test against their will, or else they're gonna go typically with the response of, we want to make all the fucking money. Reputation negative 50. Yeah, being a greedy asshole does not exactly... I thought the Donagals were respected, actually. Huh.
Standing by. Throttle down. Engaging with target.
But with an extra 50 on top of their starting wealth, they typically, on average, provided you don't screw it over and you actually invest a little bit in it, are going to have 2 trait points over the rest of the party for starting money.
Orders. On the move. Full speed.
Yeah, well, those guys have to make do with nothing and somehow hold a nation
Let's do
together. Give the Cappies shit as much as you want, but the Cappies know how to fucking fight, my dude. Nah, actually, that's literally how they do. Every province, every sub-affiliation
Aye,
province of Steiner typically comes with a wealth boost, comes with negotiation on top of their core being negotiation. Yeah, no, I see Streetwise, I see Protocol. They know how to do the political game. That's how you survive in Steiner space. It's all politics. Actually, quite a few of the sub-affiliations of Steiner actually come with connections. So, yeah, screw you, I have influence. Another fun fact, by the way, if you use the companion, or the advanced companion rank rules, a Steiner actually needs to have, I'll pull it up here in a second while I'm firing, needs one of the following to actually gain his rank. Prior to 3030, between the years 57 and 67, a character may not obtain a rank over Officer 6 or higher in the Lyran military unless he possesses one of the following traits. Title, 1 trait point or higher. Reputation, 1 trait point or higher. Connections, 5 trait points or higher. Or property, 3 trait points or higher.
Commander?
You literally need the money to be a social you need the ability to be a social general before you actually get to do it. It's hilarious.
Wilco?
I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this. That is not a good angle to have swung in on. Also, the official language of the Lyran Alliance may be German, but they also have Italian, Scots Gaelic, and Swedish. English is always included for the Great Houses, because of course it is.
Aye, aye. Engaging target.
I mean, they did get some good military leaders. And when that happens, you shat a brick. Because the Lyrans that actually know and want to fight, rather than make money and play politics, run. Run like hell.
Double time. Let's go. Roger.
Or by his previous name, Frederick Steiner. I guess since I've got my book open, does anyone else want to know of any other cultures of the Inner Sphere? And yeah, the Hollander is a Gauss gun on legs, but it's a highly mobile one. No shit given to the Hollander. That thing did its work during the clans.
Roger that.
Goodbye, leg. Well, thankfully, Canopus and the Taurians are both under the major periphery state affiliation. So I can just sweep those up and just the same kind of thing. So that's no biggie. Sorry, though, I am multitasking, so I am going to be a little slow while I read from my book at the same time.
Okay, throttle up.
So, the main thing about the periphery states is that they have
That turret is
negative
gone.
50 to equip.
Commander?
So, on
Copy
average, periphery, on top of being periphery, they just struggle to get
Acknowledged.
good equipment. The Magistracy of
One more
Canopus
for the
knows
kill,
Greek,
boys.
Romanian, Spanish, or Urdu.
Ready for
I
orders.
mean, they are next to frickin'
Acknowledged.
Free Worlds League, so that's not an uncommon thing to run into.
Confirmed.
The Canopians have base
Basic
100
that.
charisma and edge 50. As a frame of reference for this system, a full point, 100 XP into a thing is a full stat point. So they have a free stat point in charisma and half a stat point in edge, which if anyone has played a 40k top is the equivalent of a fate point. Canopians are gregarious, but they also are illiterate.
Not much armor left in that location.
Now, the thing about illiteracy in this
Ready for
system,
order.
for some weird fucking reason, that if you ever acquire illiteracy throughout your character creation process, you can't buy it off. If you have it, you have it. And you can only quote-unquote get rid of it by having a language stat that's high enough. So that's a major fucking weakness for the Canopians, by the way. And yet, weirdly accurate.
I copy.
Because they are both the most limited population in the inner sphere, and yet they have the best medical tech.
Give them everything you've got.
Rectify me that one. Reputation 125 negative. It's that bad? Fuck.
That shot got past my armor.
But on the other hand, if you're from
Good
Canopus,
to go.
they probably think you're probably all about sex, drugs, and Rockefeller. So I guess that kind of makes sense, but still,
Yeah.
fuck, that's a heavy hit for a Canopian.
Receiving you.
They also have wealth 25 and then streetwise 15. And then they either get 15 XP to acting or medtech general. Well, some of them are capable of basic literacy. Not all of them are
Copy that.
blameless.
Locked on.
The Taurians, on the other hand... Oh, yeah, right, fuck. The Taurians are the only other place that isn't that isn't Novea Castile that actually practices fucking Spanish. I forgot that, like, there actually is somewhere that practices fucking Español, or
Yep.
Espanol. Not a Spaniard. Oh no, 100%. Which, by the way, Clanners have the inner sphere feats in terms of, yeah, that was kind of dumb. The Clanners have the inner sphere beat when it
Yes,
comes to, biotech and everything except one critical field.
On the move.
Bio-augmentation. Canopus has somehow figured out, years in advance,
Firing at enemies.
how to essentially turn you into a fucking mermaid, or a centaur, or a cat girl. Yeah, I was
That hit
committing
something
way
important.
too fucking hard there.
Yes, Commander.
Brain was off. Should have not have done any of that shit.
Copy that. Roger that. Target confirmed. Target neutralized.
Arguably,
Good to go.
they're quote-unquote it's extreme bio-augmentation, but the examples in the book that they give
Going
are
full
things
throttle.
like Centaur and Merman.